Hello and welcome to more Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee, Part 5, The Journey Through Mount Moon. Today's episode is a story of how far a man will go to obtain what his heart desires. It's a story of hope and how it can slowly slip away. New wondrous creatures and cunning adversaries await on the journey through Mount Moon, and it all begins in a quaint Pokemon Center just outside the cave's entrance. So we left off last time in this Pokemon Center right here, and we are basically right outside of this tunnel right here, which is Mount Moon. Now, I do want to go inside there, but real quick, let's go ahead and get a different Pokemon out of the Pokeball to have them follow behind us. We'll go ahead and get Goose out, I guess. And the instant we go inside Mount Moon, this is a very exciting area because this area is going to have all new Pokemon and also butt heads. So we got these nerds here. Now that sign or that magazine rack back in Pewter City said that watch out for crud heads that have giant R's on their clothing. As you can see, they have giant R's on their clothing. You were eavesdropping on us just now, weren't you? Meowth, you were supposed to be keeping watch. Meowth was on the wall outside. Roar! Is that how cats meow? Okay, we know there's rare fossils buried around here somewhere. If you've got any, you'd better hand them over to us, twerp. That's right, if anyone is going to profit off those rare fossils, it's going to be us. And away they go. So rare fossils, that sounds pretty exciting. But what's more exciting, like I was saying, there's lots of new Pokemon in this area. Now, in a lot of the previous routes that we've been to, normally there'd be like a couple new Pokemon and then a whole bunch of Pokemon we've already seen. Here in Mount Moon, every single Pokemon we can find is something we have not found before, one of which is Zubat. That sign back there said to watch out for Zubat, but we're just going to go ahead and try to catch them. It's funny because it said, oh, here we go, get your Pokeball through the moving ring. We already know that, okay. But it's funny because the sign said to watch out for Zubat and their Leech Life attack. The thing is, in this version of the game, you don't actually battle the wild Zubat, so they can't use Leech Life on you even if they wanted to. But, ah well, here we got our first Pokemon of the area, Zubat. Freya's up to level 14, and we actually have a lot of level 14s right now. Freya wants to learn Sand Attack, so that is a move we could use to lower the opponent's accuracy. It doesn't do any damage, but it can make them miss more often. I guess we'll go ahead and forget Tail Whip here. I probably won't use Sand Attack very much because even if you lower their accuracy, you're still relying on luck for them to miss. They could still just get lucky and hit you every time, so it's not my favorite move in the game. But here's Zubat's data will be added to the Pokedex. It is a poison and flying Pokemon, emits ultrasonic cries while it flies. They act as a sonar used to check for objects in its ways, because he doesn't have any eyes there. Alright, so we're back here. Let's see, just making sure I don't miss any items. Looks like we're good. We do have our first trainer of the area. Quite a few trainers here in Mount Moon. There are suspicious characters looking around in these caves. And you are? Why are you asking who I am? You're the one with the bug net. Gosh dang, in the middle of a cave. Go back to the forest, bug catcher Kent. Well, he's got one Pokemon, and for once, a bug catcher actually has a pretty cool bug Pokemon here, which is a Butterfree. This is the fully evolved form of Caterpie or Metapod, but it's only level 7, so as usual, our Headbutt is probably going to take it down in one shot. And it does. So down goes Butterfree, and down goes this battle. You got me! We get some money, we get some Pokeballs, and that's it for Bugcatcher Kent. There's an item up here that he was kind of blocking, so now we can go get that. It's 5 Great Balls! Awesome, so we've got quite a few Great Balls now. Ooh, another new Pokemon to catch right here. We've got ourselves a Paris. This is a pretty awesome Pokemon that I love very much. Wild Paris, let's go ahead and see if we can catch him. And got the excellent. I didn't use a Raspberry, I'm hoping that we'll still get him anyways. We got the Zubat, no problem. Can we also get Paris? We cannot. So you know what, let's go use a Raspberry real quick just to give us a better shot here. Let's see if we can get him. There we go, give him the Raspberry. Stop jumping around, you crud. And that was not a good throw. We didn't even get a nice right there. So the Raspberry's on, but it actually works, okay. Now, I would say, even if you're not planning to use a Paris on your team, I would highly suggest that you catch them, because there's a little bit of a secret involving Paris. So I want to show that off, but this is a bug and grass Pokemon. Burrows under the ground to gnaw on tree roots. The mushrooms on its back absorb most of the nutrition. Alright, first off, let's go name this Zubat. I'm gonna name him Poobat. And let's see, what should we name Paris? I'm gonna name him Frank. Oh, if they're a girl, hold on. We'll do Francine. I don't even know if that's how you spell Francine, but that's what we're going with. So, alright, we've already got 2 Pokemon for this area, but let's go and move on. Oh, there's another Pokemon to catch. Alright, so we already know who this is. It is Geodude. We saw this a lot at the Pewter City Gym, and now we can catch one for ourselves. Let's see if we can get him here. And I barely missed that. No berries and not even a nice. So can we get lucky? We can! Wow, okay. And here is the entry for Geodude. Of course, he is a rock and ground Pokemon, commonly found near mountain trails and the like. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. I used to think like, man, Geodude must be such a raging Pokemon, but he must be such an angry dude. But if you think about it, if someone stepped on you, you'd probably get pretty mad too. So I think Geodude's pretty reasonable. Now let's go get to our second Pokemon battle for the area here. We have Lass Evelyn. And she's got one Pokemon, which is a Bellsprout. Let's go fight him, and let's go use Headbutt. I'm going to be using a lot of Headbutt. If we fight a rock Pokemon, I'll use some Double Kick. Or even if we find a normal type, I'll probably use Double Kick as well. I lost? And we get some money, we get some Pokeballs. I'm going to go ahead and get Paris added to my team. And I want to go and remove them from their Pokeball here. There we go, we've got Francine following behind us. Now up here we've got these buttheads once again. They can't just go away. Why do you guys always gotta be here? Ugh, you're pretty fast, kid. I don't know, I feel like it took me a long time to get here, but alright. So I want to go down this ladder, and this is the special thing that Paris can do for us. So once we're down here, we can walk along and find an Onix. That is a very rare Pokemon. Okay, it's not the special rare spawn for the area, but he is the rarest Pokemon aside from the special rare that we can find in the area. So let's go use a Raspberry. He's got an orange ring right here. I might even go for a Great Ball against this guy, but let's see how we do with just a Pokeball. And I completely missed the ring. The ring's pretty hard to hit against Onix because his head is so high up there. And we get so lucky. I mean, I did use a Raspberry, but the ring was still orange, so gosh dang, man. You can see all kinds of experience right there. Freya's up to level 15, very nice. Wow, I thought it was going to be a lot harder to find Onix, but we got him. He is a rock and ground Pokemon, burrows at high speed in search of food. The tunnels it leaves are used as homes by Diglett. Diglett's another Pokemon that we'll see eventually. So right over here, there is a hidden item, a big mushroom. But the reason I wanted to bring Paris is, speaking of mushrooms, Paris can actually find hidden mushrooms in Mount Moon. And as far as I can tell, no other Pokemon can find these, except for Paris's evolved form, of course. But here we get a tiny mushroom, so there you go. Now, the tiny mushroom, the big mushroom, those are basically just used to sell, but you get some good money out of it, so it's worth just catching a Paris just to find one. And darn it, Zubat. Well, we got another trainer here, so let's go fight him. We Team Rocket are the Pokemon Bandits. We strike fear into others with our strength. I kind of like the Team Rocket little icon right there. Is this our first time fighting a Team Rocket Grunt? I think it is. So here we go, Team Rocket Grunt, sending out a Rattata. So that's going to be a normal type Pokemon. So we'll go use a fighting type attack to be super effective there. And this one is level 9, not bad guy. Well, he is a bad guy, but not bad level compared to the other trainers we've been fighting, I guess. We'll probably still beat him, no problem. One swing, a double kick, two swings, a double kick right there. Double kick always hits twice. That's actually not true. If you kill the Pokemon with the first hit of double kick, it'll just hit once. But yeah, as long as they survive, it will hit twice. So there we go. We got Team Rocket Grunt defeated. Oh man, my associates won't stand for this. They're gonna have to sit. And here we find another thing with Paris. I got so many Zubat I'm trying to dodge here. Okay, so we find a big mushroom. Thank you, Francine. Let's move along. There's another hidden item right here, and this one is going to be a Moonstone. And it'll say right here, it goes to the power-up pocket. If we go to our bag and we go to the power-up pocket, we can actually use this stone to evolve certain Pokemon. You can see with all the stuff we have right here, it's incompatible, but there are a handful of Pokemon throughout the game that will be able to evolve with that, so we'll get to those when we find them. But here we've got a Rare Candy. Rare Candy is an awesome item. That one is actually also in the power-up pocket. No, it's not. It's in the candy jar. My bad. So here we have Rare Candy. That one, if you use it on a Pokemon, it will make them gain 1 level up. So I'm going to save that for now, but eventually I will use that. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of Zubat. Let me just get back out of here, dude. And I'm just going to backtrack all the way till we get back up this ladder. You could totally skip the ladder if you want to. It's totally optional, but you do get some good items there, so I think it's worth doing. So now we're going to move on and go to the bottom left here. We do have a trainer to fight, so I guess let's go get to it. He's kind of blocking this item here. What? Don't sneak up on me. Dude, I walked straight in front of you. I was not like walking behind you or anything, dude. Super Nerd Joven. And he's got one Pokemon. It's going to be a Grimer. This is not a Pokemon we've seen yet. This is a poison type Pokemon. So we'll just go for a normal attack here. But this one's going to be level 10. Now, the thing about Grimer is they tend to have pretty high defense. So even though Freya's pretty strong, yeah, we're not going to quite one-shot them. But we do get the flinch right there, so they lose their turn, and we get to go again. If they actually do get a chance to attack, they'll probably use poison gas, which will poison us, so that's why I have some antidotes with me. I can use the antidote to remove the poison if we need to, but looks like this time I got lucky. We did not get poisoned. I have to find stronger Pokemon. Where might they be? Why does everyone we defeat mention wanting to find stronger Pokemon? Like, dude, just train your Grimer. Grimer's a plenty strong Pokemon. You just gotta level him up a little bit there. You'll be fine. Speaking of strong Pokemon, we find an Onix here. Onix actually isn't that strong, but there is something special about Onix. We actually talked to an NPC in the last episode, and he mentioned you can ride Onix, so I guess you guys are probably waiting for me to do that. So let's actually go and add Onix to our party, so we can ride him. I guess we'll move Spear. Ow! The only thing is you can't really ride him in really tight areas, but I think this area is open up enough that we can ride him. So yeah, there you go. We can actually ride Onix. Now, if we go too close to another trainer, for example, we'll go back off of Onix, but yeah, there's not a whole lot of benefit to doing this, but it gives you a better view, and it's pretty cool. Certain Pokemon that you can ride will actually move more quickly, but Onix I don't think moves more quickly. I'm pretty sure it's the same speed. Let's just go fight this nerd here. You need to go through this cave to get to Cerulean City. Okay. We actually do want to get to Cerulean City. That is the town, or the city, with the next gym battle. Now, here he's got a Mankey. So back on Route 3 in the last episode, I mentioned that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu can catch an Eevee and a Sandshrew. Or not an Eevee and a Sandshrew. It can catch a Mankey and a Sandshrew, and here's one of the Pokemon. This is Mankey. He's a fighting-type Pokemon, but we're going to defeat him nice and easily here, so no worries. We win! I lost. Yes, you did. Zubat are pretty tough. No, they're not, dude. What are you talking about? But if you can catch one, you'll be able to count on it. They're calculators. So riding on Onix is pretty sick, but I'm going to go ahead and bring back out Paris. And let's get moving on. There's another item up here I want to grab. This one is a Repel. So if we use that, most of the Pokemon that are around on the field, they'll vanish. It's pretty convenient if you just want to get to the end. You don't want to run into anything. Up here we've got another hidden item. This one is a Stardust. Now, I should mention, this Stardust and the Moonstone that we found before, over time they will come back and you can get them again, which is very convenient because we can only find 2 Moonstones right now, and to evolve all the Pokemon in the game that can use Moonstones, we're going to need more than 2. I think it takes a day for them to respawn. I'm not 100% sure on the exact timing of that, but if you come back in a day or 2, they'll probably be back. But here we have a Clefairy, a Fairy-type Pokemon, our first Fairy-type Pokemon we've encountered, but they're going to go down nice and easily. Now, you can actually find Clefairy to catch here in Mount Moon, but they are pretty rare, so hopefully we'll find them. They're actually not as rare as Onix is, so I'm surprised we found 2 Onixes before finding Clefairy. But, well, we'll see if we can find Clefairy at some point. Oh, another Onix? What the crud? And here we've got one of these Team Rocket guys again, looking around for some reason. Yikes, quit following us! I'm just trying to go through the tunnel, dude. Well, let's go down the ladder right here. And once again, Paris is going to be very handy because he will be able to find another mushroom for us here. So that'll basically just give us more money. Let's see, we got another tiny mushroom. Awesome. So just like the Moonstone and the Stardust, which will respawn, and by the way, Stardust is another item you can just sell for money. But over time, the tiny mushrooms and stuff will come back. So here we get another Moonstone. And up here, we also get a nugget. So another item. A nugget's another item you can sell for money. Basically, the next time we get to a Pokemart, we're going to be selling a lot of stuff and making a lot of money. Just double checking to make sure I don't miss any items. Looks like we are good. We're surrounded by Paris. And let's go back up the ladder here. And now let's go down and fight this kid, just to get them out of the way. I don't think we can get past this guy without fighting him. Did you come to explore the cave too? And more came to go to Cerulean City, but I guess exploring the cave, getting some items, getting some Pokemon is pretty cool as well. We got Youngster Josh, 1 Pokemon, and it is a Sandshrew, so this is the other Pokemon that you could catch on Route 3 if you're playing Let's Go Pikachu. Now, Sandshrew is a Ground-type Pokemon, so just keep that in mind. If you are playing Let's Go Pikachu, do not try to use Thunder Shock on this guy, because they are totally immune to it. So you'll probably have to use Quick Attack or Double Kick if you're using Pikachu here. But with Eevee, we just Headbutt. They go down no problem. Or honestly, you could probably teach Pikachu Headbutt as well, and just use that on Pikachu. I came all the way down here to show the girls how tough I am. Okay, little guy, let's go fight this dude as well. Whoa, you surprised me. Oh, you're just a kid?
Yeah, it's just a kid.
Yeah, there's pretty much all kids down here. Well, this guy's not a kid. I don't know if the nerd is a kid, but the bug catcher, the youngsters, I think even the lasses are all kids. But this guy is going to send out a Geodude. Now, this guy's actually got some kind of decent levels. This guy's going to have a level 10 right here. But, well, we've dealt with higher level Geodudes before. So we'll go for Double Kick. We already know that's super effective. Rock type does resist normal type, so if we use Headbutt, it will do half damage against this guy. It's not so good, so we don't want to use Headbutt. Instead, we'll just go for Double Kick. We didn't defeat him with one Double Kick, so we'll go for a second one right here, and that should do the trick. Now, he's got another Pokemon in reserve, but it's just going to be another Geodude, also level 10, so we'll just do the same Double Kicks. Can we defeat this one with one Double Kick? Probably not. We're like just barely not able to. So close, though. He's going to go for Rock of Throw right here, which does a little bit of damage. And you know what? He's so low, we can just go do Quick Attack, and he'll die anyways. Even if he resists it, he goes down. Whoa, surprised again. Kids like you shouldn't be wandering around here in the dark. It's not that dark, dude. We're fine. So right up here we do have another item, which is going to be a pearl, so that's pretty handy. But what's really important is this character right up here. This guy is very special. I see you have plenty of Pokeballs. If you ever run low, come talk to me, okay? This guy, if you have 9 Pokeballs or fewer, if you talk to him, he'll give you 10 free Pokeballs. So basically, you can get infinite free Pokeballs from this guy. Whenever you get below 10, just go talk to him again and he'll give you more. What this means is it's finally time to fully talk about catch combos, because in this area, using the infinite free Pokeballs, we can basically get an infinite catch combo. So, what is a catch combo, and how do you get one? Well, as we've seen before, a catch combo is simply catching the same Pokemon over and over. The more you catch, the higher the combo goes. However, there are certain actions that will break your combo. They are 1, catching a different species of Pokemon. For example, if I have a Zubat combo, but then I catch a Geodude, my combo will break. Number 2 is closing the game. You can put the switch into sleep mode, that's fine, but if you completely close out of the game, your combo will end. Number 3 is a Pokemon running away from you. In battles, there's a chance for Pokemon to run away, and if they do, the combo will break. But keep in mind, you can still run from battles. It's only if they run away that it breaks the combo. And these are the only things that will break your combo. You can change areas, you can go fight trainers, or go to town and heal or buy items. That's all fine. So why would you actually want to do a catch combo? Well, catch combos have 5 main benefits. The first, as we've seen before, is if you build up a catch combo, it makes the special rare Pokemon for the area more likely to appear. For Viridian Forest, it was Bulbasaur, Route 3 it was Charmander, and Mount Moon has its own special rare, which we'll get to later in the episode. The second benefit is what pops up on the results screen after catching a Pokemon. You can see you get an experience multiplier that grows higher as your combo grows higher, and you also get more items, especially candies. Now, candies are a whole other topic, so I'll explain those at another time, but basically you give them to your Pokemon to boost their stats. Benefit number 3 is the Pokemon you're comboing becomes more common. Say for example, I did a combo of Pikachu and Viridian Forest. Normally they're fairly uncommon, but with the big catch combo, they'll be popping up all over the place.
Pikachu!
Next is Pokemon Stat Potential. There are 6 main stats in the game, and every Pokemon you catch has unique potential in each one of them. There's a range of possibilities from not so good being the absolute worst to best being, well, the best. At this point in the game, we're in the dark about what our Pokemon's potential is, but later on we will be able to check. You can see here in my Let's Go Pikachu file, I have a bunch of Caterpie, and they all have different stat potential. This means at level 100, they would all have different strengths and weaknesses, even though they're all Caterpie. Now, what's important about catch combos is a high combo can lead to guaranteed best stat potentials. This could be as high as 4 best stats being guaranteed with a 31 plus combo. Now, you could still get all best stats without any combo, it's just having the combo guarantees some of them. And the final benefit for catch combos is shiny Pokemon. Every Pokemon has an alternate version called a shiny, and you normally have a 1 in 4,096 chance at finding them. Pretty rare, but with a catch combo of 31 or higher, that chance goes all the way up to about 1 in 340. You can even improve your chance to roughly 1 in 315 by using a lure. And keep in mind, this improves the shiny chance of all Pokemon you encounter, not just the one you're comboing. The stat potential benefit only applies to what you're comboing, but the shiny benefit applies to everything you find.
Finish!
So with catch combos explained, that last point about being able to find shiny Pokemon, that is the important thing, because I want to hunt for a shiny Paris to add to my team. Yes, we're finally going to add a second Pokemon to my team, and I want it to be a shiny Paris. So, let the shiny hunt begin. This might take a while. Oh my gosh, 2 Onyxes, what the crud? That's unexpected. So, the first thing to do for my shiny hunt is to get my catch combo up to 31. Now, I could combo any Pokemon, but I want to specifically combo Paris because as mentioned earlier, that will make more Paris pop up and guarantee some good stat potential for my Paris. The first Paris I tried to catch was a bit stubborn, but after 3 attempts it was captured and the catch combo was officially started. The second Paris was even worse, but eventually I got it. Then of course I found a new Pokemon for us to catch, so it's time to break our catch combo already. Here we have Clefairy, and it's ours! As you might expect from a Pokemon named Clefairy, they are a Fairy type Pokemon, although originally they were a normal type, but once Fairy type was added in Pokemon X and Y, they changed Clefairy to a fairy. Adored for their cute looks and playfulness, they are thought to be rare, as they do not appear often. Oh, and Not Curtis reached level 16, which means they evolved! Here we have Nidorino. Its horn contains venom. If it stabs an enemy with the horn, the impact makes the poison leak out. And Sailor Moon also reached level 16, so they evolved as well into Nidorina. When resting deep in its burrow, its barbs always retract. This is proof that it is relaxed. With those two evolved, it was time to put our Moonstones to use, because as you can see here, the Moonstone is compatible with Nidorino and Nidorina. And of course, this is why I named her Sailor Moon. First off, Not Curtis turned into Nidoking, and he's no longer a pure poison type, he's now poison and ground type. Its steel-like hide adds to its powerful tackle. Its horns are so hard they can pierce a diamond. Even though it says steel-like, he is not a steel type. And then I use another Moonstone and turn Sailor Moon into a Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen is also a poison and ground type. Tough scales cover the sturdy body of this Pokemon. It appears that the scales grow in cycles. I then realized I forgot to nickname Magikarp, so I went ahead and named them Flop-Tart. The Paris combo was going pretty well, getting all the way up to a combo of 9 before Jordan reached level 21 and evolved into Weepinbell. When hungry, it swallows anything that moves. Its hapless prey is dissolved by strong acids. I got my catch combo up to 11, and of course the special rare Pokemon for the area showed up, and it's Chansey. Chansey is not an easy Pokemon to catch. They start off with a red ring and they hop all over the place, but with a Raspberry and a Great Ball, the ring goes down to a yellow. After a few attempts, Chansey was ours, and dang did they reward a lot of experience points. Chansey is a pure normal type Pokemon, a gentle and kind-hearted Pokemon that shares its nutritious eggs if it sees an injured Pokemon. Then I went back to the dude here to get some more Pokeballs and started a new combo. Barbelsaur reached level 16 and evolved into an Ivysaur. The bud on its back grows by drawing energy. It gives off an aroma when it's ready to bloom. Go away, Chansey. I love you, but I've already got you. A couple of Paris catches later, Nerf Brigida reached level 10 and evolved into a Butterfree. And Butterfree is a bug-flying Pokemon. Beedrill looked like a bug flying, but they were bug poison. Butterfree is actually bug flying. Its wings, covered with poisonous powder, repel water. This allows it to fly in the rain. After getting my Paris combo back up to 5, of course, the final new Pokemon for the area we need to catch showed up. This time, it's Clefable, the evolved form of Clefairy, and similar to Chansey, they're quite difficult to catch. If you want to actually use a Clefable on your team, I would stay away from catching one directly. Instead, catch a Clefairy, get it to level 28, because they'll learn a very good fairy-type attack called Moonblast, and then use a Moonstone to evolve the Clefairy. Clefable themselves does not learn Moonblast, you have to learn it as Clefairy, but if you just want them for your Pokedex entry like me, go ahead and catch Clefable. They appear to be very protective of their own world. It is a kind of fairy, rarely seen by people. Oh, and then I got Spyro to level 16, so it evolved into a Charmeleon. I hope you guys like Pokedex entries. Tough fights could excite this Pokemon. When excited, it may breathe out bluish-white flames. Okay, with nothing left to catch in the area, the real combo began. I caught Paris after Paris, getting it up to 15 before taking a short break to nickname a few Pokemon. Geodude is Goron food. Onyx is the least creative nickname ever. Rocky. Clefairy is Clefarty. Chansey is Yes-Chan, and Clefable is Cleboom. The Paris combo continued to go well, but with everyone I captured, I grew more and more nervous that one would just run away and break the combo. After getting up to a 29 combo, Spear Ow reached level 20 and evolved into Fearow, or Fear Ow, a Pokemon that dates back many years. If it senses danger, it flies high and away, instantly. Then I caught my 30th Paris, only one to go. I was so worried at this point of one running away that if they broke out of a Pokeball, I would just run away before they could. I ran from this Paris, and then another, and another. Would a 31 combo ever happen? Yes, it would. There it is, a 31 Paris combo. And with that, the easy part is over. It's time to start searching for a shiny. Now, using a lure would help increase my odds at finding a shiny even further, but unfortunately, I only had 2 of them, and they don't last very long, so they didn't really help much. So I just ran into every single Paris I could find. Encountering them and then running away made them vanish so a new one could pop up in its place. I could have just gone up the ladder and came back down to make a bunch of new Pokemon pop up, but I was worried a shiny would pop up just before hitting the ladder and I would totally miss it.
There was a shiny Golbat, dude!
And this is it. This is what shiny hunting looks like. You just rinse, repeat, roll the dice over and over until you get lucky and you get a shiny. On my Let's Go Pikachu file, I did 2 shiny hunts to get an idea of how long it would take to see if it would be reasonable to go for during this Let's Play. The first shiny took me about 2 hours to find, and the second took me around 4 hours. So I figured, alright, that's pretty reasonable. Maybe if I'm unlucky, it'll take 5 or 6 hours, but that's okay. Alrighty everyone, it is late, I'm tired, and I've been at this all day, but I just found my 1000th, I guess make it 1001st Paris, none of which have been shiny, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for now. I'm gonna go to sleep and I'll be back in the morning, and we'll keep looking for this gosh dang Paris. So, good night everybody. 1,000 Paris deep, the man began to lose hope. He began to question why he had undertaken this challenge in the first place. The same Pokemon, but a different color. Was it all worth it? Would he give up? Would he move on, leaving the challenge forever incomplete? Our story continues on. Well, it is 8:30 a.m. I just got up a little while ago, had some breakfast, and we're good to go. I normally get up at more like 6, but hey, it's Sunday, so I slept in a bit. But let's keep looking for this Paris. I'll be at it all day. Alright, because it's been a day, we get an extra Moonstone. Alright, well, day 2. It's mostly the same, although I did end up getting a little more risky and went up and down the ladder pretty regularly to speed up the process. And right now you can see a few clips going by in the background of times when I found tons of Paris. And the thing I want to stress is most of these clips have like an hour or 2 in between them, sometimes even more. I was at this for a long time. I even ran to Pewter City to poke Slowpoke for good luck. Not that it actually does anything, but I was just getting kind of desperate. And Clubby even tried to cast a spell to help me get the Paris.
You will get the Paris! Woo!
After encountering 2,570 Paris, I decided to start catching every single one I ran into. A catch combo higher than 31 doesn't actually help increase your chance, but I was just getting so bored at this point, I just wanted something to do. And on the plus side, it means more evolved Pokemon. I got up to 40 Paris caught, then 50, and here come the evolutions. First, Flop-Tart reached level 20 and evolved into a Gyarados. You can see they're a water and flying type Pokemon. A super awesome Pokemon here, although they are very, very weak to electric type attacks. Brutally vicious and enormously destructive, known for totally destroying cities in ancient times. Then Poobat reached level 22 and evolved into Golbat. It attacks in a stealthy manner without warning. Its sharp fangs are used to bite and to suck blood. Goose reached level 18 and evolved into Pidgeotto. This Pokemon is full of vitality. It constantly flies around its large territory in search of prey. Then I got up to a 60 catch combo and my Rattata reached level 20 and evolved into Raticate. Its hind feet are webbed. They act as flippers, so it can swim in rivers and hunt for prey. 70 Paris combo, getting tons of experience points and candy for these catches at this point. Butt Poop reached level 22 and evolved into Arbok. The frightening patterns on its belly have been studied. 6 variations have been confirmed. 80 Paris combo. Goron Food reached level 25 and evolved into Graveler. Often seen rolling down mountain trails. Obstacles are just things to roll straight over, not avoid. It just rolls around without a care in the world. 90 Paris. 100 Paris. Barbelsaur reached level 32 and evolved into Venusaur. The flower on its back catches the sun's rays. The sunlight is then absorbed and used for energy. 150 Paris. Spyro reached level 36 and evolved into Charizard. Charizard is a fire and flying type Pokemon. Pretty cool, but they're very weak to rock attacks. When this Pokemon expels a blast of super hot fire, the red flame at the tip of its tail burns more intensely. And Charizard is a Pokemon you can ride, and they are super fast. We have a Charizard in Mount Moon, but still no shiny Paris. 200 Paris catch combo. Goose reached level 36 and evolved into Pidgeot. This Pokemon Pokemon flies at Mach 2 speed, seeking prey. Its large talons are feared as wicked weapons. And that's it. With Goose becoming a Pidgeot, I am out of Pokemon I can evolve at this point, aside from Paris themselves. It's starting to feel like I'll never be done with this, and I'll never be able to leave Mount Moon. But then... Oh! It's here! It's here! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Finally, dude! Okay. Let's go use Raspberry. I'm gonna catch this Crutter. Please do not run away from me right now. Oh my gosh. Please get in the ball. Please get in the ball. Oh! Clevy, I got it! I got it!
It only took you 2,796
It only took me like 20 hours. 2,796 Paris. Oh! Heck yeah, dude. You can see it's shiny because it's slightly more red, and it has a star up there. Yeah, that was worth it. I did it. Now I don't have to do this anymore. Look at my box. Look at how many Paris I have. Okay, so something really important. This one down here is shiny, but you can't tell by the sprite. So just so I don't accidentally delete it, what I'm going to do is go to markings, and I'm going to mark it as a favorite, because there is an option to send your excess Pokemon to Professor Oak, and if you have a Pokemon marked as your favorite, when you try to send it, it'll say you can't send a favorite. So I'm marking it as a favorite right now so I don't goof on that. So here's normal. And here's shiny. It's red! That was worth all that effort. I just wanted a shiny Paris.
You did it for the meme.
Did it for the meme. All right, let's go change the name. So I wanted to name them after this really awesome PlayStation 1 game that I love called Parasite Eve. So I was gonna name them Eve because, you know, Paris is a parasite, whatever. But then I thought Eve is kind of too close to Eevee, so I'm gonna actually name them after the main character of Parasite Eve, which is Aya. So I'm really happy they're a girl because Aya's a girl as well. So there you go. There is officially our second party member. Let's go move them up here. And considering I got Pokemon in the gosh dang level 40 in Crud, you guys can probably see why I didn't want Freya in the team while I was catching all that Crud. So let's go add Freya back to the party. And let's go and add Aya to the party, our second team member. But all right, guys, it is Sunday night. We finally got it. But I'm going to go make some dinner, and we'll be back tomorrow to go and finish off Mount Moon. The man breathed a sigh of relief as his arduous shiny hunt came to a close. But the journey through Mount Moon was not yet over. Many obstacles still stood between him and the other side. Will he be able to overcome them? Find out on... You might be surprised to see me back here in Viridian Forest, and no, I did not come back here just because Aya is part bug type and maybe they'd like being in this area. I actually brought them back here, not to show that off either, but I guess they like the sunlight, so let's go talk to them here. Ah, they're sunbathing. I actually came back because it turns out a couple episodes ago, I just realized this, I forgot to battle this trainer up here. So let's go battle them, and I guess this will be Aya's first chance at a trainer battle. Hey, do you know if Bulbasaur appears in this forest? Yes, we know. We've already caught Bulbasaur and fully evolved them. But yeah, that's supposed to be a clue that Bulbasaur can appear here. We've got Last Brittany here. She's only got one Pokemon. Of course, they're going to be very low because we were supposed to do this a couple of episodes ago. But she has a Nidoran female. So let's go ahead and send out Aya and let's go get to it. Now, I kind of realized that I avoided naming Aya Eve because Eve was too close to Eevee. But now I realize that Aya is pretty close to Freya anyways, but oh well, I'm sticking with it. So we've got Aya here. Now, we can only do a little bit of damage with Scratch, but I think 3 scratches will do it. So I think we'll just do one more, and we'll defeat our first battle here. This one doesn't really count. We'll have our first real battle with Aya here in just a moment. So there you go, there's Last Brittany. Could you listen to what I have to say, please? I heard from a friend that they saw Bulbasaur around here. Yes, it wasn't registered to their Pokedex, though. I wonder if it was true. Hey, this potion's back. We got another potion. Back to Mount Moon! Well, we're back at Mount Moon, and the first thing I want to do is go back around and get all those mushrooms, because some of them will come back for Paris to find again here. Of course, last time it was Francine, but this time it'll be Aya finding them. So there's one. We get this tiny mushroom and this tiny mushroom, and my capture card froze. Gosh dang it, that hasn't happened in a while. All right, we're good. And we get this moonstone and this star dust. Big mushroom. Okay, let's finally go down this ladder right here and progress through Mount Moon. So right when we go down, well, first off, we'll get another mushroom from Aya right here. I think this one's just a tiny mushroom. Let's see. Yep, just another tiny mushroom here. That's fine. But let's go down, and suddenly we've got gosh dang Meowth. He's just hanging out down here for some reason. What's up, buddy? Oh, hey, Marauer! And I guess he'll just run away. Alright then. I don't know why they keep running away from me. The other Team Rocket members and me out there, they just like to run, I guess. But we're gonna go down this ladder once again, and let's go up here. This gosh dang Pokeball that's been taunting me for so long, because while I was looking for Paris, the shiny, it was mostly down there, so I could see this Pokeball here the whole time. So it was trolling me, but it is just a revive. So we'll grab that. And now let's go and get to Aya's first real battle. The one in Viridian Forest didn't really count, but this one does. We've got another Team Rocket Grunt. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid! So, let's go and see how Aya does. Now, Aya starts off a little bit weak, so it's actually going to be pretty tough. We've got a Team Rocket Grunt, and they're going to send out a Drowsy. Now, Drowsy loves to use attacks that will put you to sleep, so they're probably going to go ahead and do that. Now, what I want to do is, well, first off, Sparkle with a star because we're shiny. But let's take a look at our moves right here. So our first move is our only real attack. We have Scratch. It's 40 power, it's a normal type attack, and it's pretty accurate. We've also got Sleep Powder that'll put the opponent to sleep, Stun Spore will paralyze, and Poison Powder will poison. They're all 75% accuracy as well. Now against this Drowsy, I'm going to go ahead and do Poison. Oh wow, he went for Confusion. So normally they'll start with Hypnosis, which would put me to sleep. Then I'd have to wake up before I could get the Poison Powder on him. But alright, we'll go ahead and do that. The thing is, Scratch is not very strong, and right now Aya can't do that much damage. So we need the help of the poison damage right there to really make this one possible. So let's go for Scratch. We are going to have to use some items, but thankfully... Oh, wow, I avoided the Hypnosis. That's so awesome. But yeah, we've got quite a few potions, so we're going to take some damage, but we'll just heal it back up. Oh my gosh, or maybe we won't even need to. We're getting so lucky, dodging 2 Hypnosis. The poison and the Scratch is doing some work here. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but you can only have one main status effect at a time, so they're already poisoned, which means I cannot paralyze or put them to sleep. There are secondary status effects, and one of them is called Confusion, which is what he's trying to do to me there. His Confusion has a chance to confuse, and if he gets that, that can go on top of the sleep he's trying to put me into. If you're confused, you have a chance to hurt yourself and lose your turn, so it's pretty rough when you are confused, but usually it doesn't last very long. If you find a fossil, give it to me and scram! Bulled eggs! Let's go and heal up Paris right here, or Aya. It took a lot of damage, but Potion will heal 20 HP, so that'll bring us almost back to full there. And let's keep moving on. Here's another item that was kind of taunting me while I was hunting for the shiny, and it is a potion, so that one potion we used, we went ahead and restored that. I was expecting to have to use like 3 potions on that fight, but we got pretty lucky. Aren't those dark colored things fossils? Alright, Meowth, go get those fossils. Meower? I guess they're not gonna go get the fossils. I don't think we can jump down there. Quit goofing around and go already. You can do it, Meowth. And Meowth is just gonna say Meower. I guess that's all they say. In the actual Pokemon anime, Meowth talks, but in this game they just say Meower a lot, I guess. So we'll keep moving along. There's not really much left to Mount Moon, although I think Aya's gonna find something good right up here. We'll just watch out for Geodude. There they are. Okay, cool. Nope. Because I walked into them, it made them vanish. Let's try that again. And I think this one's just another tiny mushroom, right? Yes, indeed, we get a tiny mushroom. So I don't need Geodude or Zubat, we're gonna dodge past them. And, crud. As I was saying, we're gonna go get to another Team Rocket Grunt battle. We'll grab that item afterwards. Little kids shouldn't be messing around with grown-ups. Now, against this battle, I wanted to use Aya for this, but we really can't. And you'll see exactly why. They have one Pokemon, and they're going to send it out, and it is a Zubat. Now, this Zubat knows Wing Attack, which is a flying type attack. Flying type is good against grass, and it's good against bug. Paris is both of those things, so Wing Attack will basically defeat us in one shot. We don't want to risk that. So I am starting with Aya, and the reason for that is because they technically participated in the battle. Even though they didn't attack, they will get a little bit more experience, so starting with them and then going to Eevee here is going to help us out just a little bit. Now, they are going for Supersonic, and now we're confused because they use Supersonic on us. So that status affliction I was talking about before, that's that. We got lucky and we did not hurt ourselves in Confusion, so we're good to go. So a little bit of experience for both. Boy, that really makes me steam. Seems that Pokemon lived here long before people ever came. Alright then, let's go get this item, which is a Revive. So if Aya does happen to get defeated in a battle, we can just bring them back, which I will do, because I want them to get as much experience as possible. Now right up here, hey, stop! I found these fossils! They're both mine! And I guess he wants to fight about it. He was holding like a Pokemon iPad? I don't know what that was. What is that crud? Super Nerd Miguel. He's got 2 Pokemon, and this guy is actually a pretty decent battle. He's going to be sending out a Voltorb. Voltorb is an electric-type Pokemon. He's mostly quite fast, not a very good attacker, though, so we probably won't take too much damage here. So I'm going to go down to Poison Powder. We can't use Stun Spore, keep that in mind, because he's a electric type, we cannot paralyze him with Stun Spore. So I'll go ahead and do Poison Powder. We'll do the same thing we did to the Drowsy, and we'll basically Poison Powder, and then we'll start hitting him with Scratch. Now he's just going to go for Tackle. It's not going to do very much damage, so basically I'm just going to do Scratch over and over until we win. Another Tackle on me, and as you can see, my Scratch doesn't do that much, but if you combo the Scratch with the Poison Powder, it's a pretty decent amount of damage each turn. And we've got 11 HP left, which means we can survive 2 more Tackles. If he doesn't die in that time, we're going to have to use a potion, but that's okay. So he'll hit us right there. The only thing is if he does get a critical hit, it might defeat us. But that's a pretty low chance to happen, and I think we'll defeat him this turn, hopefully. If not, we'll just use the potion. We've got plenty, no big deal. Okay, no critical. Let's see if Scratch and Poison will do it. And they do. Awesome. So level 7 Aya defeats a level 10 Voltorb all on their own. No items needed. They're also going to send out a Magnemite. Now, Magnemite is pretty tough for Aya for a few reasons. First off, Magnemite is part electric, so we cannot use Stun Spore. They're also part steel, which makes them immune to poison, so we cannot Poison Powder. And steel also resists normal type, so we do very, very little damage. So we're going to go swap right over to Freya here. Again, I just wanted Aya to participate in the battle so they get a little bit more experience. Oh, and right there, you can see we avoided the attack with that little heart right there. The power of love. If we have higher happiness with our Pokemon, higher friendship, then we have a chance to avoid attacks just like that. We'll use Double Kick, super effective, and down goes Magnemite. Freya gets some experience. Aya gets up to level 8. Very nice. Okay, I'll share. We get some money. No Pokeballs for that one. So right here, fine, we'll each take a fossil. It's no good being greedy, right? We have to make a decision between these 2 fossils. Right here we've got the Dome fossil, and right here we've got the Helix fossil. Much, much later in the game, you will be able to turn one of these fossils into a Pokemon. I've decided I'm going to go take my favorite, the Helix fossil. So that will be the fossil that I will choose here. On my Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu file, I did choose the Dome fossil. So he'll choose the Dome fossil, I guess. It's really far away from here, but apparently there's a lab on Cinnabar Island where they're doing research on reviving fossils. So yeah, remember Cinnabar Island. It's much later in the game. But yeah, after that crud, I definitely want to go use another potion to heal up Aya. And we're about to get double teamed, so let's call in Backpack. Let me gosh dang try that line again. We're about to get double teamed, so let's call in Back Up. Wahey! Come on, Wahey. Let's go.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
We get spun around. Hands off, that fossil belongs to us. Grr, how did you even get here ahead of us? We're Team Rocket. I'm Jesse. And I'm James. And here we've got Meowth, which we already know the name of. And the 2 of us are going to take that fossil back. Man, finally I can actually refer to them by their names and not just have to completely avoid it. Finally the names are revealed. So we've got Team Rocket, Jesse, and James. And this is our first example of a double battle. So they're going to send out 2 Pokemon here. And I just wanted to show that off, even if you have Wahey out. Unfortunately, it goes back to 1 player for this. I don't know why. I think this would be perfect to have Wahey, but yeah, Wahey can't actually help us here, so we'll just do it with just our 1 trainer. So, Coughing and Ekans, both are poison Pokemon. We cannot use Poison Powder. I'm going to go ahead and use Sleep Powder on Coughing. Coughing has a lot of defense, so we're going to put him to sleep and try to kill off Ekans first, while Freya go use Headbutt, and hopefully that will kill. Oh, not quite. And they're going to use Acid. That will hit both of our Pokemon. Super effective on Aya because they're part Grass type. They're going to use Tackle on Freya right there. It does not do that much. Oh, we missed the Sleep Powder as well. Okay, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and we'll just try again with the Sleep Powder. And I'm going to go ahead and have Freya use Quick Attack. Let's just finish off that Ekans before he does even more damage to us. So let's get him. And there we go. I actually am kind of glad. Coughing could have used an attack called Poison Gas. I mentioned that earlier with Grimer, but Poison Gas will actually hit... Oh, he does it anyways! It'll hit both of us, so it poisons both of my Pokemon. Aw, crud. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully we will at least get to sleep on him. He avoided again. I guess this kind of balances out my luck, considering we dodged the Hypnosis from Drowsy twice. Now he dodged my Sleep Powder twice. Oh well, we'll go ahead and, you know what, enough trying to put him to sleep. We're already poisoned. We'll go ahead and do Scratch, and we'll go ahead and do Headbutt right here. And I targeted Ekans right there, but it'll automatically target Coughing because Ekans is already defeated. Hey, this goes for tackle. That's fine. I think we'll survive. We'll have to do another headbutt to finish him off, though. All right, Freya, finish this one. Down goes Coughing. He has tons of defense, so we did not even come close to defeating him with one headbutt. But thankfully, 2 was enough. Freya's getting pretty close, or Aya's getting pretty close to level 9. I can't believe it. A twerp beat us. We get some money. Once again, no Pokeballs from these guys. Oh, well. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off. And away they go. Suddenly, wah-hey! I'm going to go ahead and shake the Joy-Con because Freya wants to talk to us here. They look completely exasperated. I guess we'll go ahead and give them a little bit of pet action. And also, after catching all those Paras, we have so many berries. Oh gosh, we have so many berries, so I'm gonna go ahead and just, I guess, feed them one of each just to make them happy. Eat the bananas! Eat the pineapple! Alright, enough of that. Let's get rid of Wahey, and let's go and finally get out of here. So, let's go up this ladder. It's not the last ladder, there is still one more. Oh my gosh, what the crud, Onyx? Once we go up this final ladder, we are finally through Mount Moon. On the other side, on Route 4. And wow, this has been quite the episode to make. I hope you guys enjoyed, but we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here for today. We'll come back next time and we'll talk about what we're going to do with the 250 extra Paras that I have. So, I'll see you guys then. Take care.